What did Jeff Bezos do to set Amazon apart from all the other early dot-com companies? Jeff Bezos was an investment analyst in New York for a hedge fund when in 1994 he saw an astounding statistic. The adoption of the internet was showing at 10,000% per year. Nothing in the investment world grows at anything close to that. Jeff Bezos, at his infamous door desk in his office in 1999, a year after IPOing for over $1 billion, he packed his bags and drove across the country to Seattle, writing his business plan along the way. He'd start an online bookseller. Books being easy to store and ship were also key because they had more SKUs than any other category in retail. There were millions of book titles. He already had a huge advantage over the largest bookstores in the country. Barnes & Nobles could only sell thousands of titles. Amazon would sell millions of different titles. This would later become to be known as the long-tail strategy. Bezos launched quickly and proved quickly that e-commerce would be a huge section of this new internet. He raised large amounts of capital very quickly to grow as fast as possible, making him both a first movers and well-funded early dot-com company. Search engines in the early days of the internet were terrible and generally weighted to a few well-known sites, so Amazon, being a first mover, ranked highly for most of the items they sold. Amazon IPO'd early in 1997 before the wave of other dot-com companies, raising a huge amount of capital and aggressively pursuing growth. I was an early Amazon customer, making my first purchase around the year 2000. Not long after, I noticed that you could get free shipping on your purchase if you bought a minimum of $25 of items. That was easy decision, as Amazon already had most household items available on the site and handily the best prices on everything. Free shipping for online purchases was a revolutionary concept at the time. Brick-and-mortar retail was still in a period where different retailers would charge different amounts for the same product, but it always cheaper on Amazon, assuming people wouldn't make the effort to physically check prices at different stores. Jeff Bezos famously had all employees set up a door desk on their first and pay for their own parking permits to show that any dollar saved was savings they could pass on to the customers, and wanted every employee to understand that core value of their mission. Amazon was built on creating the most value for the customer in every purchase. Other retailers relied on their brand name and customer loyalty to keep their customers. Bezos knew that the best pricing created the greatest loyalty. Amazon grew at an incredible rate. Soon they offered Prime, which I readily subscribed to